any second now. We should hopefully, come on, show me live. Yeah, I think we're live now. I don't know if there's anybody in the room, but hopefully you have to change your audio settings on Twitch, because I split my audio two ways for recording to separate audio channels. I have to undo that. Once we're there, we just get everything recharged, and we'll see where we go today. Well, actually, I know where I'm going today, and we're going to go to the Nether for starters. We are going to need a lot of quartz, a hell of a lot of quartz. I've got a reasonable amount of quartz. In fact, if we have a look at quartz, yeah, we've got a reasonable amount, but we're going to need a lot more. So let's head off to the Nether and go quartz mining. While we start. Oh, hello. Right, where do we want to go? Let's have a think. Quartzy quartz, if I were quartz. I mean, the thing is with the Nether here is we can actually find all the good stuff as well, which is even nicer. Let's out. Like this. I really could do with fortune, couldn't I? Oh well, we really haven't got a choice. And I'm just hop around. Well, apparently we have one person. I'm not sure who we got with us yet, but and they can let me know what my audio is like. Hopefully, in a moment. Hi, Potter. You can't watch today, Pathfinder. Ah, you're doing a bit of the old finding of paths. No worries. What's the audio like while you're here? Because I forgot to change it before I started, so before you go off and find your paths. I never did get into that as an RPG. But there you go. Oh, got a bit of company. And yeah, let's have a peek over this way. Picking up anything that's good while we're at it. Not those bees though. I'm not even sure whether I'm going to do bees. Bees are a thing that were kind of, you know, I've done them before. They are, by modern standards of a lot of mods, woefully weak. I should really be a little bit more cautious around the lava, shouldn't I? But yeah. Anyway, hope everybody's had a good week. Well, it's been alright. It's not been a bad week. Not been a good week. Not been a bad week. It's just been a week, you know. Nothing exceptional happened. Nothing exceptional things. I was wondering about, I was actually thinking earlier about the feasibility of putting the quarry in here, but given how the quarry can't handle lava, I think we would struggle in the Nether with, hang on, with that, so I don't know. Anyway, we need a lot of this because I had a comment on the YouTube channel and I cannot remember the name for the life. Hang on, let me just hide myself here a second, jump over to here and jump onto there and go there. Can't find it, I've not refreshed. Rafi Klausner pointed out you can actually craft granite, and that means we can get the railcraft granite bricks, which I really did like the look of for a building material, and because I really like the look of a building material, I want to use them, and I don't want to compromise if I can. Come on, get me in there. Yeah, I don't want to compromise. I do like, when I've got my head set on something, I can be a bit stubborn, shall we say. Just a smidge. If I'm really set on doing something a certain way. I heard that. I also see that down there, which I think is tin. That was... so yeah, that was... but unfortunately, to do that, we are going to need a fair amount of quartz. I really could use a fortune pick. That would make so much of a difference to doing this. Or silk touch even would work. Where is that baby? Where is that angry babby? So yeah, we got a reasonable amount of quartz, but not a huge amount. I don't know whether we're better off concentrating on trying to somehow force a fortune pick or not. Given that we're going to want a fair bit of this stuff. Oh, well, we're still alive. That's always a bonus. Okay. Right. See, that's enough to make... Let's have a look. I need basically three quartz to make one granite, which is going to be a pain. I wonder, do I think we've got the means of making fortune somewhere? Oh, that's not going to help me. I'm going to have that little bit of quartz because it's on the way back, but I'm just wondering if I've got the means of... I hear you. I don't see you, but I hear you. It's down there. Hello, there we go. Ow. Ow. Okay, I handled that with all the grace of I don't know, a flying brick, I suppose. But that's fine. Let's go and see about some stuff. Hello. Welcome to my casa. And all dead. Which probably means we've repaired our elytra, so that's good. Right, let me pop the... didn't want... Let me just get those... What ore have I actually just gone and dumped in there? I don't want ore in that. I'm going to stick ore in the ore chest till we have something more useful to do with it. Right. So, if I want to make granite, we make granite by combining diorite with nether quartz, and we make diorite by combining 2 cobble with nether quartz. So I can get quite easily several stacks of diorite. I don't want to go mad because we're now down to 319 nether quartz, but we can then use that. Hang on. Granite we can make that way. Well, helps if you do the thing till you've got, and of course now we're already out of bloody nether quartz, which is a pain because we use that for applied energistics as well. But with that we can then take you, and we can obviously, let me just do this here, we can take these over there, and then that can come around over there, and then we use those to make the bricky versions, and the bricky versions become the granite brick from Railcraft, and we can go back. So yeah, and I quite, out of all of the granite textures, this one actually doesn't look too bad. but we are going to need a hell of a lot more than that. And for that we need quartz, which of course, you know, you can get via things. If we smelt it, we'll get, we can do that. We can use the grinder to get 2 per, which is guaranteed. Crusher would get it, well, that's crusher would get us 3 per. But I don't think there's any fancy trickery that we can use to get the damn thing. So we realistically need to be thinking about fortune as an enchant on the advanced drill. And I don't think I've got fortune anywhere, have I? Efficiency, leech power, look of the sea, affinity, depth. I would have put it on, I'm sure, by now. I think I can get fortune 2. I think, or was that? Hang on. Let's not distract myself because I am so easily distracted. We have fortune 1, so we can get that much. Fortune 1 hardly worth it though. So the question is, have I got anything else that we can disenchant? Tools shouldn't have anything in it of any use. No, I don't think so. And blocks has got nothing in it of any great use that I can see. Smelting, which is utterly useless to me. And then going through here, there's insight, efficiency, which we've already got, and that is about it. Hi, Jem. What am I drinking? I'm just getting confused about what I'm drinking right now. Right, where am I? So if I wanted to let me disenchant that. And then let's go and try and enchant the damn thing and see if we can't get a fortune. Unbreaking 3, we've got 34 levels, so we're not too bad, and we can always get more levels dead easily. So soulbound and unbreaking, damn you. Protection, smelt, nah, not worth it on that right now. All I want is a fortune. I don't know the, am I better doing that or trying to come up with wood? It'll be better even just trying villagers. I genuinely don't know the answer, by the way. I'm just trying to think of the best way to improve our ability to get quartz to make the blocks that we want, which of course are these granite blocks. The other thing we need is to decide where we're building this factory. So the idea that I want to move to is this space is getting a little bit constrained, and consequently it's, oh, there's a zombie there as well. What else we got? There's a skeleton, I can hear him. Hi. Hello. I can see you looking at me all funny. Wow, that was like he preemptively went for me. Well, we definitely want to clear some space anyway. And I always need wood, so I'm going to take these off because God knows what's happened up here, but something unpleasant happened. And left me with various chunks of dead tree. Pardon me, hiccups. So yeah, we'll get that, and then we'll start planning in how I want to build my thing. I don't want the factory to be too far away from here because my power is literally down, kind of down here and out that way. So I'm wondering whether we could kind of hollow out a big chunk over here, and I would actually like to think about getting oil going. Man, I've got too many ideas. Too many ideas. I don't know about you, but this is probably one of my biggest problems now. Is I get so much inspiration from everything, just ideas flowing, flooding in, almost flooding. I tell you, that death from above. Ow. Oh yeah, sorry, I was too busy enjoying myself there. Why do you all say things like we're doing something today when you're the one doing the work? I'm just watching. I have no idea. I think it's an inclusive idea. The idea that if I'm recording and I'm saying and we're doing this, if I say we're doing it, it makes the viewer feel like they're actually involved. I think there's some psychology involved there, probably invented by somebody who's a damn sight cleverer than me. But yeah, I think there's almost certainly the case that it's a psychological effect that they want to make you, include you in the journey. You are part of this. Yeah, it's not just me. It's not you watching me build this thing. It's we are building this thing. That's only my theory anyway. It's probably as good as any. Yeah, what have we got? I mean, needless to say, I don't say we're sat drinking beer and drinking rum because we're not. I am. You could be, but you know. Come on, get in there. Let's have some. I really want to clear a whole load of this space. Now, I have a thought in my head that we've kind of been saying for a while. We need better power, and we set up in this area very specifically because there is actually a really good power source very close by. I'm just going to go in while it rains. I don't want to get wet. You should never use power tools. Yeah, as they say, it is a thing. But they do. Again, I believe if you watch enough telly, you will see the same thing happening there. That the TV hosts use a similar kind of mental agility thing going on. Okay. I don't. How am I supposed to pump up? Maybe that one. Why would he disable? Oh, sorry, this is rain's annoying. I'm just trying to think why you would disable the Buildcraft pump when you got Buildcraft oil. What about immersive? Have you disabled the immersive pump? I'm just going to try and find somewhere where I'm not quite so exposed to this noisy rain as well. I bet they have. Fluix transformer. Okay. Yeah, that's gone as well. So, well, my plan today is to try and do a couple of things. One is to get... I desperately need to actually increase those as well. What have I actually got in there? 4Ks and 1K. I need to teach the system how to make cells. I want to start working over here to build in a factory area, and I'd like to start grabbing some of this oil and processing it up to make fuel, so we can then use something other than lava. I'd also like this rain to go away so I can sleep, because I can't yet. So that's where I am. So if I go with a industrial foregoing fluid pump, I think we're going to definitely need to put a range add-on onto it. Okay, let's go and make another one. We've got nothing to really lose from it and everything's a gain, so let's go make a fluid pump. What can we do there? We haven't got that yet. Did that just get quieter? It did. So we need plastic. We got plenty of that. I just need to double check. It's basically dry rubber in a furnace. That's simple enough. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should do us. Just pop those in there. And cook them. Drinks. And then, so that would be that. So what am I missing for a pump? Golden gear. And a bucket of lava. I think we can manage that fairly easily, and then we'll just go. I think I'm going to go with a single range upgrade on it. I don't think we need more than that. Actually, no. Let's go a little bit bigger. Give me some buckets if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. Range. Yeah, sod it. Use that. And let me just go and sleep this rain off, and then we're going to go and grab the power setup from our quarry in the mining dimension. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Sure. We'll head down over to the mining dimension where we can borrow this stuff. Well, I say we can borrow this stuff. It might actually, we might have already borrowed it. That might be it. No, I didn't. I borrowed that from the sugarcane palm. Borrowing from pit. I think we only really need the one. Actually, no. We'll Now this uses RF, that produces RF, so yeah, we'll just take, actually, yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I'm I'm kind of in two minds about how I want to play this, and that should do it. I don't think we'll need 3. So we'll head back and grab some blocks to scaffold up to the top of that big oil plume, and then we'll start. I think a black hole tank wouldn't be a bad idea either. Black hole tank. Almost got everything except for those. We need and that. Oh, hang on. Let me just check. It was that we're missing. Yeah. Again, easily fixed. It's only a tin gear. Just a pain. I should just make a whole load of stone gears, you know, and have those all kind of made ready. Might make a lot more sense. But if we take the black hole tank, that should give us, leave that and that and that and that bit of string that I got for some reason or other, and that bit of plastic. We've got you, and suppose a couple of stacks of cobble, or 3, will be the better option here. And then go and start pulling together some oil. It seems odd. I'm going to have to, that is going to bug me. I'm sorry. You know when you see these leaves just fly, oh, hang on, floating in the middle of nowhere. One of the most annoying sights. Especially when you know you've cleared properly. But there you go. Right, we have a large number of oil wells around here. Or at least it appears we have a large number of oil wells. And I'm stuck in it, hang on. I would like... Hup. Hup. How deep is this? Get me up to the top of that one. That should work, I think. Cobble for the win. Dirt actually would have been better if we were in a durability game, but we're not. So what we'll do is we'll try this out. I don't know how this is going to work with oil, because I've never actually tried this kind of pump with oil. So that should show us a fairly large working area. We'll stick the black hole tank on the top, and you are going to output to the top. That's the theory anyway. And then we'll stick one of these there. Nope. Oops. And we'll stick one that... You swining thing. Get pointing inwards. Bang. And bang. And that should be doing stuff. It is extracting oil. But it's not going into the top there. What do we need? Probably some kind of fluid duct, I to guess. And get the oil. That should be good. Then we can decide what the hell we're going to do with the oil. But first job is to have oil. Yeah, doesn't really matter. I think we just go with fluid duct and that servo for now. That will do the trick. I wonder whether that's because the quite. Damn thing. Right, that's full, 32 buckets. So if I stick you on there, stick you onto there, and then stick that on there with a always on, that should start pulling oil from the surroundings. Hopefully it'll get rid of all this oil as well. I don't know how it's going to, whether it's going to work from the bottom, replace it all with cobble again, or what, but it's definitely working. So what can we do with oil? Now, I know with Buildcraft and the various things, you have the refinery. So, but yeah, we've still got the refinery to get gaseous fuel and heavy oil. Okay. Thermal generator. We'll work on oil. We'll obviously bottle it. We can fractionally still it to get naphtha and tar. And that will become refined fuel, which can be used in what? Don't know. See, coolable. So you can put it through that. You can go through a reflux column. Well, that's just the thing. You can heat it and get mixed light fuels and dense oil. My God, this is confusing. Whatever happened to just distilling oil, getting fuel out of it, and stuff? 110 buckets. Anyway, we're going to leave this to run for a while. Is the long and short, until it's emptied this thing. And in the meantime, ow, we're going to faceplant straight into that hill. In the meantime, I'm going to continue clearing all of these, I think. Well, I think we're probably going to sleep first, and we'll see how we go from there. But my plan, I think, is to try and clear a space outside of this, my factory, and I have my factory running outside of this building. So effectively not there. Okay, that's a pain. So I suppose we could. Well, I'm using the wrong tool here. Just come down here. The question is, when am I going to hit the stuff that's under us? Well, they only waited one way to find out, didn't they? It's 1, 2, 1. That's 3, 4, 5. That appears to be our floor level then. But we can always use basalt as a floor, can't we? I don't know whether this is the best place to build, you know, but we need to be reasonably close to the power. Hi, Wiley. Need to be reasonably close to the power. While that... So, I mean, I suppose we can always... Could always just start back here. And forget about the madness, which would be filling all of this in and stuff. So maybe, yeah, I think that would probably make sense. Because otherwise we're just going to be making ourselves a whole load of work trying to work around existing infrastructure. And motorcycles, yay. It's the only problem in this country, when it gets hot, you are completely stuffed because you have to have the window open, and if you live near a road, that means you've got all the road noise. But we're just not geared up for hot. So I think we are going to do about here, and we're going to just level the heck out of this thing, and we'll worry about power when we get to it. Because one of the things I want to do with this build is try and build with wiring in mind, and by that I mean leave lots of gaps for cabling and the likes. So we've got plenty of space underneath it. Now the fact that we know back here is a wall which takes us into there is beneficial. Yeah, it is annoying. Not so much on the power creep side of things. It's just knowing, well, let's talk about the pump. Just knowing that the perfectly good, in my opinion, Buildcraft pump. Yes, I know it causes a bit of lag. You know, wasn't the most server friendly pump in the world, but you know, at the time you've got to remember modded servers were relatively few and far between, so they weren't optimized that way. But actually playing the pack, it's got its charm, and it's also got its issues. I think that's probably the fairest way the fairest thing you can say about it. How much longer we play it, I don't know. I mean, I may come back and try doing something else on a server. Obviously, we've got 1.14 modded around. Well, not around the corner. It's here. It's the question is, how long is it here for now, but how long before we start getting the goodies, if you like, the tools. All right, there you go. Well, before we start getting stable packs and stable things. But yeah, it has its annoying moments, I think it's fair to say. Partly, as has been previously mentioned, the power creep aspect of modern mods has made things in this pack seem expensive, and they are expensive. I mean, that's a hammer. That hammer would have taken us, how, I can't even think how quick we would have had that hammer if we were playing, say, Tinkers. But I guarantee it would have been pretty damn fast compared to the length of time it took us to get that. And of course I would have a felling axe now as well. I wouldn't be waiting on the patient. I wouldn't be waiting on me having the political will to actually, not political will, the will to start upgrading that one, because you know I know how much of a pain it's going to be. So yeah. Hi Phantom, how's it going? But with 1.14 around, you know, actually starting to appear, I wonder how much oil. I mean, these things usually have a lot of oil in them. Sorry, I'm going to have to go and have a look. What are we up to now? 482 buckets. We're probably not even scratching the surface yet. Yeah, well. Let's I hate Sundays because they're followed by Monday. And before you say anything, Terry, I know don't let the US see that. See what? Okay, let's get rid of some stuff. They can go in there for now as well as the apple and the hops. So we should have a load of these granite bricks. So the granite we managed to work out how to make. You can make it with quartz, although it's a pain because you have to make it with 2 quartz. Yeah, I was going to say. Oh god, yeah, they well, to be honest, any country would be would go, hey, oil. But yeah, right. Let's have a think about our planned granite. Do I like these actually? After all that, you know, I'm kind of looking at this going, I'm not sure whether I like that or not. That rail. That's red sandy brick. That was the andesite bricks. So way to get andesite, cobble and diorite. Okay. Can I get diorite back from granite? God. Anyway, no, I think we've gone too far that way. Oh well. How big do we want to make this factory floor? I want this to be big. I don't want no poxy little things, which is why I'm kind of panicking about the fact that I don't have Fortune 3 on this thing. You know what? I went to all the trouble to get a hammer. I'm damn well going to use it. See, that's a good sized area. Should give us plenty of space to play with. What I do need to find is somewhere to go and just, well, let me just go and sleep, because the friendlies are going to start coming out soon. And have a munch. No, those oils were there. I picked this area. Well, I'll show you in a moment. Hang on, let me just. So we had all of those. One there. One there. Another batch here over this ravine. Yeah, oil ain't a problem. Pumping oil was a problem because they've disabled the Buildcraft pump, which I really did like. It was my... Hey! Oh man, I really do suck at this. Okay, there we go. But we're up to 703 buckets. I don't know whether that can think. No, but you need to build. You need to build. I mean, that was more of a starter base, and you need to build with mine to expansion in mind. And given that we've got these massive great multi blocks, I think we need more expandability than. So how big? I mean, is that a reasonable size to start off with? Let's have a look. Let's make it odd for start. I don't want any odd and even disasters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, we nearly did. We nearly ended up with an even. I mean, I don't always understand why people have this phobia about odd and even numbers in things, but it can make it awkward to build. Yeah, it's oh, don't talk to me about taint. That stuff is horrendous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Perfect. That one is odd already. But we are going to need a fair amount of quartz if we're going to use this for any significant quantity of building material. Okay, let's quickly get rid of the floating block. Yeah, that can stay. My place button is starting to get a little bit oversensitive. I think I may need a new mouse at some point, which it's not a problem. I've got a brand new one in the drawer waiting. But I always have to I really shop around to find mice that are silent click. And I found a reasonable brand that makes well, reasonable one that makes a good brand. So that was always a bonus. Silent click mouse, silent click keyboard, or as quiet as I can get a keyboard to be. And because there's nothing worse than listening to someone's mouse clicking away. Now I want this to be 1, 2, that's 3, that's 4 will get me to there. 5 is the roof. Now I could then in theory, if I wanted to, fill this side in, and that would mean I don't need to put any windows on that side, and I can bring the power straight through. Cheap doesn't always necessarily. Mine are in relatively mid-range. I never buy silly ones. I've yet to find a gaming mouse in quotes that in any way improves my performance. Maybe there's a thought. Sorry, I'm just kind of thinking. Damn you! I'm kind of thinking through, and maybe we should put the solars on top of here rather than on top of the little epoxy base over there. We will bring a an applied energistics line through. Whee! But that kind of works, I think, just as a basic starter shape, otherwise known as a rectangle. And it's certainly got a lot more space in it for machines, which is good. I'm just curious as to when I'm going to start to see any change to this oil. I mean, this is everywhere. Oh well, it's going to take a while. So, question. How do we find a quick and easy way of getting fortune? I don't remember. Did I ever go into this Stormcraft thing? I don't think I did, actually. Okay. Well, you never know what you might find down there, so... I'll hit the F7. Oh, hello. We'll just light those up from this side and from above, I think, and peekaboo, peekaboo. Man, that guy was blind as a bat. Oh, you spawned over there, did you? Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, I dare say I don't really want to go down the Thorncraft route in this, but there's, for one, there's spawners here which we could potentially abuse, although we don't. That one is the one I'm thinking about abusing. I don't know. I honestly don't know how. I'll go. Really? Well, that was poop. I was hoping for a chance of an enchanted book there. Didn't get one. So that kind of leaves us with what, an option for let me just turn those back off. An option for villager trading, or the old things. See, I don't know whether this will get converted into cobble like lava does. So if it does, then we've got a bit of an issue. But let's go. I'm going to actually let me do that correctly, because I forgot for a moment then that I'm dealing with IC2. No. Fine. Apparently you can break those. So I don't know if it converts all of that to cobble. That's going to be a bit of a pain, but it's not the end of the world. So from here, let me just have a think. So we're going to have, I think what we'll do, what have I got in the way of, we have got chisels and bits, that will make that go a little bit further. Yeah. So if we come in with the old chisel and bits and plane 1 2 3 4, now down 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Okay, let me quickly sleep. Yeah, so it'll all depend what it does with the thing. I suppose is the long and short of this one. It will depend on whether it makes a massive great hole or not. However, up here I want to try something. Did I ever? I did. Excellent. So we can take the bits and one, two. I think that's about right on that side. Just get some connected textures to fill that in. Get those and that, and if I take if I take that, then we damn you bees, go around the other way. Actually, one thing I want to change. Connected textures. Just go down like that. Can I? Just give that a little bit more texture like that. Better still, there we go, yeah. So then we should be good to place those in like that. That'll give me a bit of detail. At this stage, early stage of detail, but you know, it'll work, I'm sure. And then what we're going to need then is, let me just come in like that. There's probably quicker ways of doing this, but undo. We can do that, and then we can copy you, put you back into placement mode. Likasu, and over this way, and we'll just get like a boundary. Oh, okay. Break a few of these. To make sure that's on the bar. Building, yeah, building is really is my passion. I prefer the building to the machines, but the machines are almost vital for getting the resources to do the building. So it's kind of a catch-22. like that. Oops. The other benefit to doing chisels and bits is it makes this material go a hell of a lot hell of a lot further. I think what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be more than enough. And place. Okay, that works for me. Now the bits where it's visible on this side and that side, I think we're going to 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. But not on these sides, because it'll look silly. And eventually, yeah, we'll do that one as well, but we'll kind of stop it at that point. Give us some depth. Actually, how are we doing on the old? Well, we've got space. We'll also do the top layer, just to make this reel pop a little bit more. Oh, those paths were painful to do, though. They were painful to do. Worth it, but absolutely painful. I mean, one of the things I found which is really useful to do is to make sure that if you're doing something with a lot of path work or something like that, is to make almost like a set of sample tiles, make them like geomorphic, so you can, you know, go back and reuse designs, because you are effectively, for all intents and purposes, doing pixel art when you do this kind of thing. And you know, the best graphical artists will work with libraries of their previous work, and they'll keep libraries of work to refer back to, and that's, you know, I mean, it's a standard programming technique as well when you think about it, you know, using object libraries and code libraries just to refer back to in there. So that gives us that. What do I want to do for a roof? I think it's going to have to be basalt again, just because it's plentiful. We can do what with it? We can't chisel it, that's for certain. We can smelt it. Do I wonder, I mean, I actually think that would make quite a nice, what's the word I'm looking for here? Give me some glass. Give me some sand. Now make me some glass. Oh man, I'll get there eventually. Yeah, it's like a asphalt roof. How are we for dark oak? We're not. Okay, let's just go and check the time. Probably, oh, map. Probably a little bit. Yeah. I've got a bed on me. Let me empty my inventory. We'll go and get rid of that, get rid of that. Keep hold of all of that and that. We'll take a little bit more basalt. And we'll head over to the roofed forest area over this way. It's not far, so whee in gracefully. What's my durability looking like? Ah, it should be fine. I don't want a vast amount. I think a couple of stacks will do us. Gimme, gib. Thank you. Right, that. Now, more. Let me just grab this, and then I'll have a check at chat. I'm always wary about the death trap roofed forests. Yeah, I heard you, mate. I think that should be enough. And let's head back. Still no sign of that oil vanishing, is there? Makes you wonder how much there is down there. Oh, hang on. Quick snooze. Nature's Beauty. I think no, that would have been was it a museum? I did the. I'm trying to think. There's so many series, so many series. I think I'm sure that was Life in the Woods 2 off the top of my head, but I may be wrong. Right, what I would like to do here then is come in like that. And I want to go 1, 2, 3 of those off the top, one of those off the bottom, and then we should have in my tool bag a chisel. Take some of that, chisel it up to those. Get me a few of those. Need to keep my eye on my chisel, my bits bag, because that's going to explode if I'm not careful. We're okay at the moment. And then I'm just going to place that there. And I think that will be our roof. So if I come along here, for example, a wee bit, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I may get away with some placements yet. I don't know. Just keep on top of it. But that will give us, that will be non-spawnable, and from the inside it won't look like black basalt cobble, and from the outside it'll look like asphalt. I think that works. What I do need to do is also think about doors, which will probably be over here somewhere. We'll probably have something going on at the top to come down. I haven't figured that bit out yet, but so yeah, this would be normally the bit where I go, and I'll be back in a few moments, but pardon me. Yeah, I did start Nature's Beauty. I just didn't get the pack the same as the Life of the Woods. Well, one of the things I would love to make again, and I don't know whether I'll ever get the opportunity to. For one, it was absolute. I think it was, for me, it was unique. Was the factory I did in not Magic Farm with the item cannons firing things across from one side of the factory to the other. It was an absolute joy to build. Okay, so if I wanted to, I want to bring my power down from somewhere, and I want my solars to go wherever the power is going to come down. So over this side, perhaps. Yeah, maybe. Let me just try and duplicate this a little bit, because I'm sure I've got one or two. So I think that'll give me a 3 by 3. Well, we'll go to there. Then I'll have another one. Then we'll have room for a window here. And wherever appropriate, we'll strip the... In fact, I think I'm going to strip the ground back from this side completely. Because that kind of works. That means we'll have a similar thing going on the other side. I've got plans for that. So from my point of view, I'm going to have a lot of wiring which is going to go to the machines where we're going to have them automatically auto-crafting, basically. We're going to be bringing that little element in. So I kind of like this bit here for no other reason than I do. Let me do something like... there we go. See, that's also emptied my bits bag quite readily. So we're starting to get some structure going on. And in here, I'm also thinking we'll just go straight in with this, like that. And I'll probably bits that as well, because I don't think I'm going to be putting any... what's the word I'm looking for? Any machines into this kind of thing. This is just literally going to be where we bring the power in and maybe stick a transformer or something. I have a dream. I don't have a dream. I have some rough ideas, which I'm kind of improvising as we go along. I'm going to stick a flower there. You see, that's how you know we're serious. It's got a flower in it. But so this will come over to here. Nope. Although there will be a structure on the top there. I just haven't decided what it's going to be yet. And then we'll do the same here with these. The other thing is it gives you these nice little lips when you use the chisels and bits, so when I put glass in there it's not going to look so bizarre. Well, at least I hope it isn't. How are we doing? Right, so we should be good now for a bunch of those with a bit of luck. Let me... Oops, missed. There we go. Yeah, that kind of works, I think. Time will tell. Ah. Because I think a 3x3 of those would be perfect. So like there, 1, 2, so this, that one. No, hang on. Yeah. Oh, we'll work it out. Let's go for placement mode now and just see whether we can clear a few bits. Right. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's that will work. The problem is on the map that these blocks don't show up on the map, but we'll live with that as well. On the plus side, though, they're also not light blocking, so this room will never be red in terms of lighting. Right, let me go for replace, and I need to keep my eye on the. Yeah, I think I've already run out of the. It's alright, we can fix that from underneath once we've done. In fact, what we can do, I think, is that one. And we got loads of space left, so let's try and get that done. How's that? Still no sign of that oil vanishing. Mind you, it is a huge expansion card in there. It's an emerald expansion, so it. Oh, hello. Now we've got interesting stuff, right? Undo. Oh dear, my nose is itching. We should be good now to, I think, just do that. I don't think I need to do anything fancy with. No, so let's have a quick. There's a bed literally up the hill there. Why I'm kind of going, oh, I should go and sleep where I am is another thing. Oh dear. Right, where are we? Let's. Oh, it is actually showing up on the map now. With those, it started to blank them in. Appear to be a little bit on fire down there, my friend. That is interesting. Okay, well, more of this while we wait for that to finish. As I say, I don't know how much oil we're going to get out of that. I really don't. But first things first, oops. These are LV anyway, so they're not going to really kick out anything that's particularly bad. Go to replace mode and with these being chisels and bits as well, it also means I can stick some glowstone in them quite easily because they're already chiseled. Right, back to placement mode. And then into replace mode. The only problem with when you do these bigger builds is they do take ages to do even the simplest things, like just getting a roof in. And chisels and bits just makes everything take automatically 10 times longer as well, just for good measure. But it's so worth it. Oh man, I've got an itch. think I need to trim my beard a bit. Oh. Right, placement again. Okay. Well, we're getting there steadily. I think I'm going to need a little bit more basalt. But we got plenty. I stripped a massive great chunk off the top of the volcano. So, and one of the things I did notice in this pack is that the volcanoes aren't infinite. They haven't got they're not like the oil where they have a lava chamber in them. They're just a single lava source block on the top. So that was a bit of a surprise. Get those done and it's very handy when you want to do really big stuff. I've been faffing around with the railways in Sid's Modded Life, and it has made certain things, make building tunnels, for example, so much easier. So I genuinely do think it's a brilliant mod. So I'm just going to replace those. Then we're going to get some more of this lot going, and we'll do the undo and no. Take those out, and we'll do those again. Replace mode is a lot easier because you can actually see when things run out. So I do find it a lot easier than placement mode. Now, placement mode's handy if you feel like you are likely to run out of anything you need. Can I get? Oh, that's handy. Got a little route up. Well, I feel this is coming along nicely. I need some more basalt though, so let me go and grab that. Still no sign of that oil vanishing. I have to go and have a look how much I've got now. But not until we've got the roof on this. Let's get the roof on it, and then we can start planning out what goes on inside. And as I say, the back wall I want to be a double wall. That should be more than enough, I think. Can I get rid of you and most of you and that factory and that? And that. Excellent. I sometimes think it's odd, and I don't know, this is probably just me, but I sometimes think it's odd that someone who is actually best known for not building has created a mod for building. I don't know whether that's me or just I just find it odd that you know, it's like I am best known for my lack of building, so I'm going to make something that makes building easier. Although I think that possibly the paste tool was always the intention. It is a brilliant mod though. It's got to be said that it is really handy. I don't really do the pasting designs. You know, if I've already got the design, then why would I need to paste it? Okay, 1, 2, 3. But and as I think I've already given my position on the destruction tool. I don't like destroying things. I suppose that's a skyblock mentality speaking, but Wow. Am I going to need more? I am, aren't I? Oh, and we're out of... we're out of wood. Begin to think maybe I should... I'm not going to redo it, but I think maybe in hindsight, if I was going to do this again, I would have probably recessed the ceiling up 2 or 3 pixels, or 2 or 3, you know, parts, pixels, parts, block bits, whatever we want to call them. Right, I just need a little teeny weeny bit more pixel. Why is it if I go inside, it shows the map on the map with the roof? But if I'm outside it, under it, it doesn't. That's really weird. Oh, die is definitely functional. Yeah, the 9x9 was, you know, ultimately a pure functional building. Get all of that done. And then again, and again we've gone with the wood. So chop those 2 down. Yeah, I think. Well, I was going to say something, and I now cannot remember what the hell it was. This must be what it is to get old. Oh dear. I regularly have those moments, you know, where you sit there and you're going to, the other one, and I'm sure I can't be the only person who does this. You know, when you walk into a room and you knew you went in for a reason. But you cannot for the life of you remember what the hell that reason was. It is a really strange... Oh, hang on. Oh no, I thought... I was like, where's it gone? No. Stop. Ow. 2,641 buckets of oil. And no sign of it slowing down yet. Or actually any cobble appearing. Hup. Right, so we're getting there. We're starting to get a structure in place. I saw movement out the corner of my eyes. My blind. I've been really itching tonight. Don't know why. Right. So if I wanted to place my solars on here in these positions, I'd want them above there. So let's think this through. I think we probably take these out for starters. And I know this seems a bit bizarre, but you'd have your solar would go up a little bit higher than that, so that was just, and then you would have your, yeah, I think that's how kind of what. How do we play this then? This has got very little durability left on it, which is not helping. I think if we do this, then we leave you like that. Ow! I don't know why I said ow. I've got long fall boots. I should put on braking on this thing actually. That always works nicely. Right, let me go and make a new chisel and get some on braking on it. Mending, utterly pointless, because the actual durability of a chisel is measured in the tens of thousands. It's how many bits it can make, but unbreaking really does help, strangely. So we shall go there and unbreaking 3. That will do me nicely, thank you very much. 3 experience. Experience ain't a problem. I've got a creeper farm and a cow farm if I'm desperate. Oh, damn you, come here you. Oh, thank you. We do need to get a better way up, but we'll sort that. So how many did I bring that in? Was it 4? I think it was, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's handy. Scared me half to death, but that's fine. We'll go with connected texture again. Yeah, that works. And then what we can do, I think, is if we... how do I want to... And it actually doesn't matter from the inside. It just needs to meet up on the outside. Look. Like that. And then we can just bring this up a little bit. For no reason other than I wanna. And these can go in here. I think that'll work. Well, once we've got another 7 of them. But right now we need to go and across like that. What's my bag like? Not too bad. Can I? No. Well, I can, but you have to do that kind of embarrassing little jump. Do I want to bring that in? What do you think? Should I leave that as a column going up, or take it in to match this? Oops. Jump and undo. One, two. I will do that in a moment. I'll just get the... Oh, damn you. I'm going to head up here and just see what we've got from up here. It's difficult to tell. Hang on, maybe I've got too much distance. Let me just have a quick peek. I'm curious. 3,000 buckets. Ow. Still not sure. I do know I want to bring that down on the top so the solar panels protrude just a little bit. I'm not sure about that though. Let's try it from another angle. I think it's got to stay. I think it would look odd without it, to be honest. So I think if we can get... Actually, let's leave that as is. That gives the solars a little bit more. What else? Is there anything else we can do there? I might just been overly... you know what to do. Yes. That's if we have the relevant materials, but we'll go and have a look. So I wanted to do something anyway. Well, let me just turn that off so I don't hop around like some kind of demented thing. Yeah. Right, have we got any limestone? We don't have limestone. Oh, we do have limestone from chisel. Can we... How do we get that? It's... Okay. We have it, but I don't think... Sandy block, brick and that. Oh, hang on, let's have a look. How are we for brick? How are we for clay? We should have plenty of clay. Are you going to force me to bloody break this stuff? The one thing I wish that was a standard vanilla recipe was crafting clay blocks back into clay balls. No, I can't yet because there's a macerator in the loop, isn't there? Although I can cheat a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking for. Yeah, That's what I'm thinking. Limestone accents is what you tend to find in modern buildings. Oh God, there's some that is noisy. I never realised quite how noisy they were. Let me just get half a... Well, that'll do. Right. And then if we take that, we should be able to chisel you back into... Where are you? There. That'll do us. So, for example, here, I don't know about that bit yet, but here, what we'll do, we'll just take a couple of those. Oops, like that. But on this side, we'll do that, and yeah. Now we're going to have... That was a double window, wasn't it? Yes. Right. Let's just try and use up some of these blocks that we've got spares of. Again, we'll do the same up there. We'll get the... yeah, I'm not going to do... I don't think we'll do a full layer. I think we'll just use this as accents. Like that, perhaps. And then change you over to that just to give you a little bit. And then maybe, where's my line? So if I go... like that, just gives it a bit of something, a little je ne sais quoi. Right, let me jump up here. I'll borrow you, and we shall do that. So that kind of gives us a feel, and then we can do something at the top there as well with that wall. Let's just go and have a peek at that, shall we? This is where the fun chisels and bits just change. It alters the entire dynamic of this. Now here's the question. Do I then just go on and go 1, 2 and then like that? Probably, actually. In theory then we could copy that and place it, not replace, place it on these 3 corners. Like a so. I do... I'm wondering whether it would be too much to have a layer of that on here. I don't think it would. No, I don't. Oops. Keeping it low, and then maybe just, oops, bringing out a slight lip. Oops, oh well. That didn't work so well, but we should be able to. If I just come across here, we should be alright. Yeah, we can take, and then we can cheat, well, not cheat, use the tools at our disposal, and just do that, except for that bit which needs a little bit more. And then that. Oops, okay. It breaks up the textures, and I think that's exactly why. I think that's why they did it. Obviously, in the architect. Oh, damn you! What are you set to? Connected material. Up. When you look at the building, we've got to have a lot of buildings like this around us and around where I live, so I'm very lucky that I get to see structures, and there are some beautiful industrial buildings from the turn of the century. We have Victorian era, the Industrial Revolution and stuff, and there's some amazing ones around us. I've actually got photos kicking around of some because there was just such amazing buildings. I wanted to keep them for inspiration, and that's why I tend to kind of go to this kind of style. Right, let me get you over there. We'll pop you there, and we'll just do this as well on these two. There and there. Let's have a look. Yeah, it completely changes it, doesn't it? It completely changes the dynamic. Don't mind me, Mr. B. So we just need something up on the top there, and we'll get some more of that going. Got to have the drip edge. I don't know what the drip edge is, Terry. You'll have to actually. Let's. Oh yeah, I mean, our house is a Victorian terraced. Oh God, undo. And there's two houses like it on this street. Ours and the one next door, because they were built by the same people. And the next one is very similar. They're all, you know, cut out of the same mold, if you like. But they all have their own uniqueness as well. And I think that's what I like about the style. They took something which was very unique, and then allowed everybody the opportunity to add their own little flourishes to make it uniquely theirs. And if you're driving through Nottingham, there's I'm trying to think what the hell it's. Oh right, yeah. You've definitely got a lip, certainly on the outside. Whether I do it on the inside, I don't know as well. But it's, for me, this is a functional thing. So you stop spiders climbing up, and nobody likes spiders climbing on the top of their things. I'm going to leave that out, that little corner, just so I don't interfere with the solar. Ah, damn you. Right, let's go and have a quick sleep, and then we can investigate our work. Proper. Like. Without things blowing up me bits. Well, again, no sign of that oil going any time. Yeah, that's giving it some character. If I take some of that, let's have a think what we want to do. Let's just put those in. Dungeon, ornate steel, asymmetric lead glass. I'm kind of inclined towards that one, actually. Pardon me. Right, let's go and get a line in about there. You know what? In hindsight, I'm not loving it. Let's go and make a large. No. Let's just make these back up. We'll chisel them into something else. See, that dungeon actually looks to me to be the better texture. I think we'll go there. Yeah, it's a shame, but I think it's fashion. There's an awful lot of fashion involved at the end of the day. You know, sometimes you have to accept that we don't live in quite the same era, and you know, the idea of, let me just do that, of pride in your work and stuff seems to have been a thing which is, I won't say completely gone, because that's unfair. That I'm sure there are many craftsmen out there who take a great deal of pride in the work, but I think there's also a large number of corporations whose mission in life is purely and simply to make as much money as fast as they can. That's gone, okay. That's fine. I'll go and do you into that dungeon and place that there. Right, so now I just need to finish off the structure. We need definitely, I got a foot. I may have gone too big, haven't I? Oh, damn it. Oh well, does not matter. I can fix that, because that one is only actually a 3x3 with a wall, and I've got the wall one too far out this way. and it should be there. And is it the same on this? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've gone one too far. Yeah, it's I think it would be a good idea for the chisel mod authors to survey a lot of modded players and certainly modded builders, and just say, you know, out of all the designs we give you, which one do you always end up using? Because some of them are vile, and that's not meant in any way as you know. Oh, hang on, that needs to come out. That's not meant in any way to. No, not you. You, like that. And then that one comes out. And then this. Glad I caught that. Yeah, just things, because I mean my personal favourite, as a for instance, is the glowstone textures. They used to have some amazing glowstone textures, and now the vile, horrible stuff. Yeah, I use that one when I want to do my security fencing, often as not. Right, you need to be fixed a little. That works. What am I doing then on this? Let's get this back wall, shall we? Right, that's it. Out of granite again. Well, ish, kinda. However, we can definitely how are we doing for space? I don't mind having the gaps in some places. I just think they don't really work in others. So when we get down to a certain point, you know, having this gap is just going to look silly. Don't know. It's an awkward question. Anyway, only 10 o'clock. Okay. We're going to need to go and grab some more nether quartz, I think. We'll see what we can do in the way of finishing off this wall, or as many of the bits of the wall as we can anyway. And again, I may drop that so we can have nice things going on in here. I definitely think we're going to have a double. The machine layer will be here, so any machines we install will be on that one, and all the wiring will go behind it. So again, we would have maybe that again like that, and maybe that, and then we're out. Yeah, I think we need to go and get quartz, which is a pain because, you know, there's no quick way of doing it, unfortunately. So that is a thing. In the meantime, let me just well, one of two things. Let me head up here. 4,000 buckets, and still no sign of any appreciable drop in oil levels. This is going to make us a lot of stuff. Anyway, what we need to do is just go over to here and just chunk load that one temporarily. And while we're at it, we'll get that bit chunk loaded, because that's all going to be part of, in fact, we'll do that. There you go. Have the whole lot done. By the way, the turning the power off really helped. Who would have thought, you know, turning the power off before you go was a good thing. Okay, we need to go to the nether. Now, am I bad? This is bugging me. Am I better taking a Fortune 1 book? Because I can combine it with another Fortune 1 should I get one, can't I? I could also disenchant. I could also remove the enchant. Yeah, let's put the Fortune 1 on. Because Fortune 1 is better than Fortune none. It at least will get me a little bit more material than not having it on there. We'll go and grab some quartz. That will allow me to make some more granite, which, because that's the thing, isn't it? Having to make granite. And in fact, actually, it doesn't matter. We're going to the nether. See you, overworld. And bang. That pooch really does like the nether. He definitely doesn't want to leave. I haven't yet. What I need to do, and I may do it on stream, because it's not on stream, on just as a recorded part on YouTube, is basically hey, go away, bloody bats. What I need to do is disconnect all of my oh, what's they called, all my barrels, and then basically take everything that's left in the system, in the cells, and export it into diamond chests. Now what I'll probably do is I'll probably do it creatively, because I haven't got that many diamond chests, and it is like a glitch, so you know, it shouldn't be too difficult. It's just going to be a pain to do, and obviously you need a significant amount of storage to get them back. I'm not sure whether there was anything in there particularly vital, but it's just the annoyance of not being able to get it, and crashing the game every time I click on it is probably even more annoying. Oh, hello, I see a path down there. Okay, here we go. We're steadily getting there. We'll just... Hey! Good grief. Ha! Missed. God. I do worry with that bow, you know, because a stray arrow could quite in... Yeah, the bag was handy for definite. Okay, no. Nope, nope, nope. No, go away, Wisp. None today, thank you very much. Right, yeah, what was I doing? Quartz before Mr. Wisp distracted me. Whee! It's good knowing you can fly. That point where you, once you've got the flight sorted and you kind of go, yep, I can fly now. What would also be nicer? Finding a few diamonds would always be nice around here. That's lead, I don't want that. There's a few minerals that are always worthwhile grabbing. Tin is typically worthwhile grabbing when you're in the nether. Is that what I think it is? Is that a nether hive? Hang on a second. Let me just try and get out of this hole without burning myself. Get that on the bar. Nope, missed. Right, get that out of my way. I've got a feeling that the nether hives could be the thing. You should be able to. Can you not hear the can you not hear the angry babby? You should be able to hear them. Both are coming through, although one is quite low. What are you? 10, we'll have it. Are you hearing it? No, any game sounds at all? How about blocks breaking, footsteps? Because they're definitely there. No, it might be I screwed. Ah, hello, hang on. Let me just dig in somewhere a second. They should be there. Let me just up the I've just upped the decibel, the volume a bit. Let me take it a bit higher. Let me just take that to 0. Right, how's that? Anything? It's peaking really high on my monitor side of things, but let me just oh. We'll grab this while we're here. It did update, yes. And I probably screwed things up. I've been fiddling around with the sound to try and fix it. You know, the problem is it updates and screws things up. If it's not OBS, it's Windows, which I don't mind. I understand that I need my Windows updates, but it's annoying when it buggers things up. Let me just try bring the audio up a little bit higher then. Let me take you up to maybe 5. And then make some little pitty-patty footstep sounds, because little pitty-patty footstep sounds are good. Hello, right, this could be our absolute saviour. Because I get 4 per out of each one of these, which is obviously better than I don't know whether you're seeing any or hearing any sounds now, but with a bit of luck, you don't tend to. It's less obvious when you listen when you're watching someone build, because you only get the building, the block placement sounds. The moment you go into a place where there's noise, the experiences. I don't want that. Oh well, picked it up now. Where's that silver gone? I don't want it. Nasty. And there was a definite pop there. If you couldn't hear that, then there's definitely something wrong. That's for something. You get mercury, and mercury is used for what? No idea, but I'll take it anyway. Never let it be said that I'm... Oh, hello. Now, there's a definite ghast. So, oh, and an Enderman. He may be... we just need to deal with him first. Damn you, you were just out of range. And diamond. Got him. Right, now I need to figure out a place to... Come on, matey. Give me your ender pearls, though. That will be useful. Okay, I'm having those for definite. Damn bats. Right, hopefully, is there any sound at all coming through? Because that's definitely there. They're on the same channel, audio channel. No? Oh well, we'll definitely having these guys, though. These guys are very handy. Silver, don't want it. More diamond, have it. Oh, more diamond over there, and more quartz there. Sorry, I'm getting excited. It's very strange how it's so faint. As I say, it's peeking into the red at this end. Oh well, we'll get there eventually. I'm going to be moving into my man cave Mark 2 in the next, well, hopefully the next few month or so. I've got to start building. I've got plans, projects. I've been identifying parts, what I am going to buy to make my new desk, for example. So I'm not going to buy a desk. I'm going to make it. Well, I'm going to buy the parts. But I'm going for a definite steampunky scaffold and scaffolding boards. I found some guys that do copper and brass scaffolding fittings, and yeah, I've got lots of plans. Oh, I don't do it. Well, there will be some IKEA shelves, but I'm sure we can upcycle those a little bit. How am I doing for quartz now? Not bad. I'm just going to head up there, I think, grab a little bit more, because there look to be a reasonable amount, and then we'll head back and we should be able to then make a little bit more. Oh God, come here. Oh, damn you. I hate it when it's like this, because you just know that there's going to be a lava source block somewhere above you. No, I'm not going any further. That's just me asking for trouble. I'll do this one instead. But yeah, so after the success with the pergola, I've been convinced to give it another try and go and do some. Go away! Leave me. Just leave me alone. Oh, hello. I see that. Have them. I'll always take diamonds whenever I see them. And tin. Another redstone. Yeah, we'll have it. Now, where the hell did I come through? Was it? I mean, seems like it should have been this way, but poor. Did I come up or down? I came from here, didn't I? I remember now. Yeah, because we found that thing over there. Right. So yeah, there's I've got that planned. There's what else? Obviously, once we get that, I've got to get my new monitor set up, because I'm going to go for a 3 monitor rig rather than 2. I've got 2 currently running 2 24-inch. I'm going to add a add a 27-inch on a 3 armature thing, and I'm going to have, you know, the microphone's going to be properly mounted in, and it's going to be great, but it's going to take some time. Oh, and I need to buy a miter saw as well for the job, because I need to make soundproof panels, which is fairly straightforward stuff again, but you know, I need them. My panels are falling off the wall, the ones I made from years ago, and they were just literally stuck on with sticky back, so they do the job, but they could have done the job so much better. Hello, dog. Wow, you got some friends. Chase the piggies. Go on. Yeah, the photo. They are definitely foam. Oh, I shouldn't have put that in again. Damn you. Stop putting ore in there. There. Right, so that, netherrack, all of that lot can go in. I am going to, hang on, that can go in there. Why is that? Why has uranium not been pulled out? Oh, hang on then. Maybe they don't pulverize. That's probably the most reasonable explanation, as they just don't work like that. I know they will work in there. Ah, Let's have a double check. We can get it, we can industrial grind it, and grinder, we can pulverize it. Get that through the system. Definitely just, let me just whack those diamonds through. The rest of this I'm just going to stick over here for later processing, and because we want to process this stuff in there. Right, where are we? I mean, that's a question. Yeah, if a wolf did eat a wither skeleton bone, would it be bad for him? Yeah, we're just waiting on that now. That's going to take a little while. See what's going on with the old... Not a lot. Ah, missed. Whee! Love these long fall boots. Definitely, I do like this build though. It's definitely coming out kind of the way I would. I think it's probably need to clear a lot of this forest around the area, because that's obviously where a lot of unpleasantness can spawn and give us some unpleasant surprises. We've got an awful lot of oil, an awful lot of oil, and again, I'm not seeing. We're seeing a furious zombie down there. He is absolutely raging. Look, I think he stood in the oil and he's got it on his nice new shoes. But how? I think this is just going to be left until, well, give it. It'll have 24 hours to function while I'm away. Why was my elytras not working? Well, it'll get a bit more detailing going on. We'll get some more stuff on the roof. And such, but ultimately we should be about there. I'll just remember. I think it does pump from the bottom up, which is why. Oh. So what's going on? We've got a massive lag spike, and that's not looking good. Skylights definitely. It just needs the detailing, really. Aircon units or some kind of thing. We have got things, I don't know why. I think we may have. I've got something going on. Interesting. It could be a bed bug. However, this is as good a point as any to wrap up. I'm a few minutes early, but I need to basically relog, I think, and check what's going on. But until next time, thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, I will. Well, I'll see. You can hear the traffic. Yeah, I can hear the traffic outside the window as well. Yeah, until next time, thanks for watching. We'll wrap it up, seeing as I'm kind of stuck in bed now. Could be, like I say, it could be the bed bug. Anyway, until next time, bye for now.